Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Daze and welcome to today's unseen video. I'm recording this in between SmackDown and the Hall of Fame, so we really do need to get into it. So we got the WWE folder. So Alexa Bliss and Nikki Bella were among names that were pitched to face Chelsea Green at WrestleMania. But as of this week, Chelsea was not slated to be at WrestleMania, so they did consider about putting her on that card, and they did mention a few names that could be potential opponents. But as of this week, according to Sean Ross Sapp, nothing has come through of that. So can't say that we're going in to WrestleMania like expecting this, but if Chelsea comes out and demands a match, there's probably a good chance that it'll be one of these two that's going to answer that. So still worth knowing about, right? Okay, the stage reveal. So here it was. Obviously, this was the big talking point today, or at least it was until we got to SmackDown. Here is the stage reveal. I love the screens that got raised up into the rafters. We did wonder what those screens were going to be. And here, this is the stage. I think it's very good. I give it like an 8 out of 10. Obviously, you can do a lot with it because it's largely just screens. Look at that though. Look at that drone shot. They're gonna do that quite a bit during the show, I would imagine. And it's gonna look really, really good. So yeah, the stage, it's big. It's also got seats on it, which I didn't realize at the time, but either side, it's got some seats. Here's Triple H to welcome us to WrestleMania. Oh no, sorry, Steph. Here's Steph. Welcome to WrestleMania. So there we go. And yeah, it's a good stage. I think it's a good stage. And I really like the screens up in the rafters as well. Obviously, nothing surprising because we've basically seen this thing being put together over recent days. But come on. That's good. I don't think there's too many people that are going to be down on this. That's a good stage. So yeah, I'll take that all day long. Okay, Little Fuego, thank you. John Cena said, Stone Cold, see you Sunday. And there is Allegiant Stadium. Fade said, John Cena is locked in to make history on Sunday. Mark, shout out to you. So, Jey Uso reveals that he's getting towards the end of his career. He said, I've got a few years left. I'm at the end of my career and I feel it. I've still got a few years left. I still feel strong. But this is the first time I've kind of felt the years catching up. I just think I'm getting older. I'll be 40 in August, so he's looking at getting a few more years. I think it's kind of at the point now where it's not now or never for him being a world champion, but we probably are running out of time. And, you know, he's saying that he's starting to feel it. He reckons he's got a few more years left, so very interesting. That was an interview with Ringer Wrestling. Christopher, shout out to you. This coming from Mail Sports. They're saying, or Triple H is saying, NXT Europe is still happening. So NXT Europe is still expected. This was a presentation that Triple H did years ago, well before the pandemic, setting out the vision. And basically the big main NXT in Florida. But then we would have one in South America, one in Europe. We would have one over in Asia. Like we'd have Middle East. And so we would have all these NXTs feeding talent into the main NXT. And this is how it was going to work. The best talent from around the world was going to go to NXT. And then, of course, from there, make its way to Raw and SmackDown. So this was the vision, and NXT Europe was meant to be the next step, but just never happened. But Triple H said it is still on the cards. Edward, shout out to you. So this is just Roman talking like about some of the offers that are available. He said, I could show you my phone right now. There are people begging to fly up from Hollywood to take a meeting either before or after WrestleMania about directing films, writing films, this project, that project. I'm not knocking indie films, but I'm not talking like $1 or $2 million budgets. I'm talking real, substantial studio budgets. So Roman's saying that this is a consideration and it's something he would like to exploit is nothing new, but under the current contract, he doesn't have the time and the amount of time in a block to pursue such goals. And as he looks at whatever the next deal might be, I'm sure he's going to want to carve out times that could now expand his horizons and include that within his annual schedule. So what Heyman is teasing is that the next stage for Roman is going to be taking advantage of some of these opportunities, maybe Hollywood, for example, where it takes a long period of time to like film a film and actually go through that process. And he's saying, you know, yeah, okay, he's not around all the time, but he doesn't really have these big blocks of time that's required to do a movie or do a project. And so maybe that's something that Roman will be looking at going forward. So I don't know. Roman said that he's got this contract, then he's got another couple of years, and then he's looking at a lighter form of entertainment. So make of that whatever you will, but Jay kind of making noises that he's getting towards the end. Cody, I don't think is going to be around. Probably 5 more years, something like that. 5 years for Cody, 2 years for Jay. Roman making it very clear that the end is getting closer and that he'll be wrapping it up in like 3 to 5 years. You know, WWE have got to give some serious thought to who that next wave of main event talent, like real main event talent, is going to be. Because who are those main eventers in 10 years, for the next 10 years, for the next 15 years? Because it ain't going to be Jay. It ain't going to be Cody. It ain't going to be CM Punk. It ain't going to be Roman. It ain't going to be Randy. It ain't going to be John Cena. In fact, you can make an argument that all 5 in the 2 matches that are closed in WrestleMania, they ain't going to be around in 10 years in WWE. So WWE needs to give some serious consideration as to where's that next wave of talent, right? CM Punk has been spotted rehearsing his entrance at WrestleMania. This is so cool to see behind the scenes. Actually, I've not watched this, so there he is. He's not in his outfit, but he's come walking out, and there he is, just kind of going through the rehearsal. Here's people watching. Oh, look, they've lowered the screens. So they're going to do that for the entrance. Those banners, oh my God, they're going to come down. They're not going to stay in the sky. They're going to form part of the entrance. Oh my God. Oh my God. And look at that screen as well above the ring. Oh God, mate, these banners are amazing. I flipping love these. That's drones swooping around look great, but then they're actually able to lower them so that they make up part of the entranceway. Oh my God, that's so good. I hadn't watched that. Hey, look at this. Roman and Stone Cold.
Like I told you a couple of years ago when you come out of the ring, what you're doing now is so different than what you've done. So it's different. I'm not blowing smoke up your ass, but in a way it's groundbreaking.
What you're doing now is so different, and I'm not blowing smoke up your ass. It's groundbreaking. So Stone Cold really giving flowers to Roman Reigns. Christopher, shout out to you. CM Punk and WWE are in talks about a new 5-year deal. He said, I definitely can't go forever. This run I've been on, it really kind of washed over me. I can't remember a specific moment where I turned to someone, one of the Pauls or Heyman or Triple H, and I said, 46 years old. I think I'm starting to understand the business. And that's the business. Your body's going to give up on you way before your mind does. So to me, my mind has never been sharper. I've never been more focused. And there is life in wrestling beyond taking bumps. So we'll see what happens. But I don't plan on, they're trying to give me a 5-year deal. So I look at that and I go, guys, I don't know. So CM Punk's being very honest as well in saying, like, mentally he's there. Physically, he doesn't know. But WWE would love to give him another 5-year deal. Larry, shout out to you. Here's Troy Dunn. Let's go. Not that one. That one. Here, look, you can see those seats. So these are those seats that are on the stage. You can sort of see some over there as well. So, yeah, there is seating that for some reason is kind of built into the stage, and I have no idea why. I can only imagine that that is for serious VIPs, like flipping Netflix executives and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, once in a lifetime, you can be on the stage during WrestleMania. Like, I don't know. It's supposed to look like a resort on the Strip. I don't know. Do you have seats outside like this? Is that what it looks like? I look at that and think it's a money-making thing personally, but, Netflix executives and Jeff Bezos and flipping Travis Scott and his friends can all sit there. So, I don't know. I think it's a little strange, but okay. If that is how the hotel looks, the plaza, and it does have those seats outside, perhaps it makes it more authentic. Okay, Christopher, shout out to you. So, word making the rounds is that Lana has signed a WWE Legends contract, which is really weird because, I don't know, I could see her coming back and being a performer with Rusev, but a Legends deal? I don't know if that is a deal that allows you to be a performer. It's normally a deal that gets you to, do signings at WWE World and Mattel can make figures and, you're an ambassador. But I don't know if that means she could be his manager. So, I don't know. The Legends deal's really strange. Sean Ross Sapp saying that Slayer had been discussed for WrestleMania, but we just don't know if they've actually been booked. Slayer were meant to be playing Damian Priest to the ring, but there's no word as to whether they're going to or not, so we still don't know. We may get Slayer at WrestleMania. Okay, this is interesting. So, Christopher, again, thank you. This coming from Fightful Select. So, regarding Donald Trump, lots of word around Donald Trump. I think Pat said that Donald Trump was going to be there, but unfortunately, it seems like that's just not true because, according to Fightful Select, Creative have not been told that that's happening, and there's no word on anyone preparing for it. There is also additional security and planning that would need to take place that apparently has not taken place. So I don't know if it's a throwaway line. I don't know if it's a comment like, well, he was at UFC, he could be at WrestleMania. Maybe it was just something along those lines. But Fightful Select are saying they're asking around and there's just nothing that he's going to be there. No one's saying he's going to be there. Jade Cargill addresses rumors of backstage heat. She said you should not believe everything you read online. So there we go. Yeah, there was some talk about backstage heat. Her and Shayna and her falling out with some of the other girls. So there was we covered that in Unseen a little while ago. But she's like, don't believe everything you read online. So we won't play that. We are pushed for time a little bit. Roman Reigns speaks on how much longer he's got in the wrestling business. So I believe this is the clip that did the rounds. We can play it a little bit.
Let you go. Vanity Fair. Yep. You go up there the other day and you start saying stuff like, I see the finish line. It gets people up in arms. To the point that Nick Khan comes out and goes, he's not even at the 50-yard line. We've got a lot of time left with this man. What did that mean, Roman, in regards to your career? Like, full stop? Or maybe you'll see me at WrestleMania because this is what I live for, and it's in my blood to be a part of this business.
It is. There's nothing that I'll ever do that'll take me out of that position. I'll always be. I was born in this business. I'll always be a part of this business, similar to Dwayne. But I think I'm at a point in my career where I just got to make all the right choices. You know how it is. You got to look at what the opportunities are. You got to look at how you feel, where you're at personally. What does all my hats look like? I'm not just a wrestler. I'm not just an entertainer. I'm a husband and a father as well. I have young children. So there's so many different things to analyze and so many different things to take into account. So I just do it year by year, 2 years at a time, whatever where we may be with whatever contract we're in. But I don't want to worry about 5 years from now when it comes to the business.
That's fair. That's fair. The one thing I would say is that we just don't know how long we've got Roman for. We don't know how long we've got CM Punk for. It seems like Jey Uso is making those kind of noises that he can see the finish line coming up. So WWE have got a plan for this. They've got to be aware these people are not going to be around for the long term. Hopefully we can get more of Roman than what he's suggesting, but well, I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. Right, WWE star returning soon after a 1-year absence. I actually cannot remember. In my head, this might be Kairi Sane, but I actually can't remember. Eric. Oh, no, it's Valhalla. Valhalla. So apparently, Eric was asked about Valhalla, his wife. He said for anyone that doesn't know, we had our second child on Thanksgiving Day. So he's approaching 5 months. Sarah's already back training and she's getting feral again. So I'm sure she'll be around again soon enough. It's just a matter of time. So that was in regards to Valhalla, who we haven't seen in ages, actually. But there we go. She had their second child 5 months ago. Okay, sneak peek on how entrances are going to look. So here is the OTC. You can see those chairs as well. So here's the OTC. Is the OTC got those banners coming down? That's not the OTC. Who's that? You're not the OTC. Oh my God, are they going to pull a swerve at WrestleMania and bring this boomer out instead of the OTC? I'm not having this. I'm not having this. This is an absolute disgrace. Oh, look, they are using those. It's not the OTC. I know wrestling, and that is just not him. Oh, those screens are so good, though. Those screens are so good. Who's this boomer? Said prehistoric pins. I don't know. Shawn Michaels said, I had a blast watching WrestleMania 23 match with John Cena with a great group at last night's On Location VIP watch-along. Look at this. So you pay loads of money. You got to be in this amazing room. There's Shawn talking about his match. So you get to hang with Shawn as he breaks down his match with John Cena. And I'd imagine you get to meet him after as well. I mean, wow. Some people are just living such a special life. Aren't they? Some people are just, oh my God. Imagine being in that room. Imagine having money, being rich, being in Vegas, doing whatever you want, hanging out with Shawn, going to the best restaurant. Oh my God, some people are living a life I will never understand. Right, let's go top story, and this is our top story. So here we go. Look, Rey Mysterio injured during SmackDown. Should I have started with this, Voldy? Yes. Did I forget about it? Yes. So there is Rey actually being carried, not able to put weight on his legs. And so, honestly, I don't know what this means for the match with Rey against El Grande. Ringside Doctor is looking over Rey right now. There they are on the outsides, checking on Rey. Dragon Lee and Rey Fenix checking on Rey Mysterio after an apparent injury. A lot of people saying that it could be Rey Fenix that jumps in, of course, to fill that spot. Would we really do Rey Fenix in a singles match against El Grande Americano at WrestleMania? I don't know. I don't know if we would do that. Maybe we would. Perhaps it's needs must. Perhaps you just have to do it. But I don't know. I don't know what you do. That is an absolute nightmare for WWE. Let's go SmackDown, shall we? So we started the show with Seth coming out. We even had this extra screen, which was kind of interesting. Look at him there with glasses, looking like Clark Kent 2 days before he turns into Superman, said Kenny for your thoughts. Seth Rollins sat down and he was talking about how his stepdad was dying of cancer. His knee was in a bad shape, but he still made sure that Roman would lose last year. And he said Paul Heyman brought myself, Roman, and Dean Ambrose into WWE to be a shield for CM Punk. So Ambrose getting mentioned was something that really grabbed attention. What grabbed my attention is he is crediting Paul Heyman. All these years, you heard it was CM Punk that brought them in. It was Punk that brought you in. Don't forget, I brought you in. Now we're crediting Paul Heyman as being the one that brought them in. That was huge to me. I don't know that I've heard that before. I really don't know that I've ever heard the Shield's arrival to the main roster being credited to Paul Heyman. So that really felt like it was something significant and something that could play into the story this weekend. David said these outfits look real similar. So, yeah, could it be a little tribute to The Rock? People are certainly side-eyeing. Then we had the Andre Memorial Battle Royal. That is the lineup. Lots of tag teams. No Omos was the gutter. So people were very disappointed at the lack of Omos. In fact, we might even have a comment on that. Booze as Karrion Kross was eliminated, said Crispy. Chad Gable, who doesn't have a WrestleMania match, yeah, he really might not have a WrestleMania match, was in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. El Grande would take revenge against Rey Fenix. I think Rey Fenix eliminated Chad, so El Grande appeared later and eliminated Rey Fenix. It's so lovely how El Grande stands up for Chad Gable. So, you know, that's why people are thinking maybe this is the match we get if Rey is injured. Carmelo Hayes gets the win, and that's a big moment for Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo Hayes wins the 2025 Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. I wouldn't say that she felt or seemed angry. Charlotte was definitely... I thought this was a very interesting sit-down interview. I think she was a bit embarrassed. The question was about how it all went off track, and she was like, well, I don't love how it went, but it has made that match bigger. But yeah, you know, I thought this was a really interesting sit-down interview. We should get more of this during the countdown show tomorrow. Wade actually sits down with Charlotte and sits down with Tiffany. We got a little glimpse at both of those. But I think the full interviews play tomorrow, so should be really good. Bianca Belair was booed loud. I said she looked a bit like Elmo with what she was wearing. So Bianca Belair was booed loud, and she was like, okay. I think it's because people feel like she's about to turn heel and that she might have played a part with Jade and all of that. Karrion said, I heard you. So obviously the crowd making their feelings very well known that they weren't impressed that Karrion was eliminated in that Andre Battle Royal. Jade came down, and she apparently looked like that person from Kim Possible. No idea. I've heard of the cartoon. I have never seen the cartoon. So that was a reference that was lost on me. But there we go. And also we had this from CM Punk. CM Punk said, the political landscape is a prickly subject. It's just like everyone wants to point a finger and criticize. You're just going to try and white knight and be an outrage merchant. There's shizzy people in every company. You can't pick and choose. So I don't know where that interview was. Ringer Wrestling. They seem to be causing up some trouble, don't they? Ringer Wrestling. But CM Punk just saying that getting into like politics conversation is a hot topic, and I would imagine one he doesn't really want to get into. Unlike Roman, of course, who was quite happy to answer that question the other day. Right, is Cardi B hosting SummerSlam? It certainly felt like she was going to be there. So Cardi B was talking about SummerSlam on the eve of WrestleMania, which was a little bit weird. But perhaps they're thinking there's going to be some extra eyes around. So, yeah, it seems like Cardi B is going to be at SummerSlam. I didn't get the vibe that she was legitimately the host. But people seem to be under that impression that she is. Maybe I just missed it. Perhaps she said, I'm going to host, and I just missed it. But it certainly seems like she's going to be there. Okay, Nick Aldis said Street Profits will defend against DIY and Motor City in a TLC ladder match next week. So that's going to be next week. So no TLC ladder match at WrestleMania. Although some people were asking, if Rey is out, do we just drop that match and do this instead? I think that would be a shame for El Grande. But I don't know. Could you not do El Grande and Chad Gable as a tag team? Put them in this match. That would be fun, wouldn't it? I'd probably do that. I'd probably do El Grande and Chad Gable as a tag team. Put them in this match. Problem solved. Right, I didn't hear this. Apparently he says, I love you, Solo. Oh, he doesn't.
Been a while since.
He doesn't. He didn't say it. He said, I love you. He didn't say Solo. After almost 4 months, Jacob finally expresses his love for... Well, he didn't say Solo. That's what jumps out to me. Here's Tiffany. Yeah, she said she felt bullied, which I find a bit weird. I suppose she is the baby face. But I don't know. The women's WWE champion saying she was bullied. I'm not sure. She felt bullied and took advantage of by Charlotte Flair. She got bullied by the heel. I mean, I know we're talking about in real life. I do understand, but I don't know. This is where, like, it gets a little messy. I wasn't really keen on seeing the women's WWE champion getting, like, you know, talking about how she felt bullied. I don't remember Andre the Giant saying that back in the 80s. Or the Ultimate Warrior. And he bullied lots of people, trust me. Right, Zelina, that is fire. That is fire. So Zelina against Chelsea. I really thought this was for the title. Zelina ends up getting the victory. And I thought she'd won the belt. But apparently it wasn't for the belt. It wasn't for the title. She's just earned a title match now. But look at that entrance gear. That is crazy. Really good. Right, and then we got to our final segment. This was Cody. And oh my God, I was so impressed. We saw Charlotte buckle when the crowd booed her out the building. And Cody was getting boos. And do you know what? He didn't panic. He knew he had good material. And he just went about like saying what he wanted to say. And some of his lines were so good. The line about you look paler than Sting at Starrcade. Oh, what a brilliant line. Brilliant line. And he just bang, 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 kept coming out with these kill shots. He just absolutely like machine gunned him with kill shots, killer lines. And I know the segment was constructed that way. Cena had a few little shots at Cody, but nothing that was like I would say a kill shot. But instead used a lot of his time going off on the crowd. It was Cody that got in there and really, like, you know, went on John. And again, it's Cody that stands tall. I don't love how the segment ended. I think Cody standing tall with a smile on his face on the go-home show is probably not a great sign that he's going to keep that belt on Sunday. So I am a little bit worried about this visual. So even Roman Reigns SCN is like Cody standing tall again. Number 17 is coming. And I think a lot of people felt that way. Seeing this image of Cody standing over Cena does make you think that number 17 is on the way. Yeah, we had this as well. Weird green moments. Here's Isaac. Like, yeah, did we get invaded by the Grinch? I said how she looked like Elmo. And actually, because Naomi came down with this caution tape and it was all kind of... I was like, she looks a bit like Big Bird. So here's Luke creating a Big Bird and Elmo mock-up for me. So I don't think that's what they were going for, but that's how it appeared to me. Right, there was a botch here. So Aaron sent this over, right? So here's the stage reveal, right? So we're panning up. There's the stage. We got Travis Scott playing, or the crowd are like, what? And then it freezes. Listen to the boos. So they botched the stage reveal. So the track's playing, the Travis Scott track. And as they're panning up, it just freezes. And then the crowd start booing. So, Aaron, shout out to you. Hey, here's one of those Cody lines. The whole world watched you saunter onto the Oscar stage, butt-ass naked, for the people that you run errands for now. So that was Cody to John Cena. Okay, let's go Bloodsport. Just quickly into the Bloodsport folder. So, look, we had Candice, we had Scarlett, we had Nia, we had Shotzi. They were all there to show support for Bloodsport. Look at Natalia. She was such a badass. Picked up the win as well. Look at this. Look at her hair as well. I feel this in my soul, said Naomi. I am so proud of you. Doubt me now, MFers. Doubt me now. Here's the results. So if we go full screen, we can see what went down. So Layla Hirsch won. Carmen Petrovich lost. Charlie Dempsey won. Carrion won. Pete Dunne won. Natalia won. Tavian Heights won. Shayna Baszler won. Zack Sabre Jr. won. Gabe Kidd beat Josh Barnett in the main event. So outside of Timothy Thatcher, who was facing Pete Dunne anyway, and Carmen Petrovich, all the WWE talent emerged victorious. So good night for WWE talent at Bloodsport. So sources spoken to within WWE said they were impressed with Natalia at Bloodsport. Natalia was extremely happy and felt vindicated after her performance against Miyu. So there we go, the low-key legend. This is such a good look for her. This is such a good look for Natalia. I do feel like we give up on people way too quickly. Really good. Yeah, we're running out of time, so we do need to jump into this. Here's a fun phone case. So we do have a fun phone case, and I think we can agree that is a really great phone case. Sometimes I do find simple is better. But there you can see just like a little see-through number. So that's obviously Stephanie from NXT. You probably haven't even noticed anything outside of the phone case, but yeah, this is definitely something which is grabbing attention, as you can understand. Just a really lovely, down-to-earth phone case. Simple. Love it. Big fan. Big fan. I've added that to the special folder. Where I put all the special phone cases. So there we go. We got that merch. There she is with her caution tape. Edward, thank you. New Naomi shirts. There we've got a new Jade Cargill shirts. I really like that Naomi one. Dylan, shout out to you. Check this out, look. This is that Travis Scott's Hardcore Championship. Look at this. Apparently it's limited to 713, but look at that. So impressive. So they are selling these Travis Scott's championships. I have no idea how much that costs. I know that Triple H one from yesterday is $850. I would not be shocked to find out this one is even more. I would not be shocked to find that out. Aubrey has managed to find those figures, or some of those figures that were shown yesterday. So this NWO pack available in stores right now. So Aubrey, thank you. Wrestle Night, thank you. Here's an Alexa Bliss shirt. So a new Alexa Bliss shirt available. So that's going to be exciting for some people. Okay, let's go. Let's go WrestleMania kickoff. There's not loads in here. There we go. Look, there's a shot of the stage for the WrestleMania kickoff. Bron Breakker came out and was doing Steiner maths, which was really fun. So that was a good moment. We also had Drew and Damian brawling at the start of this thing, so that was good. And yeah, New Day just trying to kind of speak, but they kept cutting the microphones. So yikes, the New Day just can't get a word out. Even this looks like it's been deleted. So even this post, they've been deleted here as well. So yeah, I mean, look, the kickoff, it didn't have loads of moments in it, but definitely some stuff in there that's worth being aware of. Taker 1990, shout out to you, posing by that John Cena wall. And again, Taker 1990, posing by these cards. Apparently, these large cards are dotted all around WWE Worlds, so you can pose by them and have a picture took with them. So that's really cool. There's Taker 1990 with the frosted yeets. And again, but by the giant NXT skull. There we are in front of that Las Vegas sign. So Taker 1990, you are doing exactly what I would do. I would do that. Anything I can have a picture took with, I would have my picture took with. I would come out of WWE World with just thousands of pictures of me standing by random things. So it is great to see some of the things that you could go and see if you was at WWE World. And that includes this as well. This is a better look at that John Cena display. So lots of his shirts throughout the years. So very good. Someone got married as well at WWE World. They got married next to the Heartbreak Hotel exhibit. How crazy is that? So we got actual footage here of the marriage. How crazy is that? Married at WWE World. So, James, thank you. Loads of people were there for that. Oh, yeah, this got lots of people talking. Please. So here, this guy had an adoption certificate, a certificate of adoption, and Rhea signed it. So the guy got adopted.
Can I get a hug?
Yeah, of course. Oh, yeah, you gotta hug your mom.
Purple. Thank you so much.
Holy shit.
Dad, you good?
You adopted, yeah. You got a brand new mom.
Yeah.
You got adopted. So he took an adoption certificate and he got Rhea Ripley to sign it. So she really is his mommy now. So Larry, shout out to you. And Aaron, shout out to you. Aaron giving us some footage. Here's the Riz taking on Cora Jade. So there is actually wrestling at WWE Worlds. So there we go, 2 NXT talents going at it. So Aaron, thank you. So there we go, another little glimpse of WWE Worlds. But Taker 1990 giving us more images. So the dress, I think this is where that couple got married. But the bridal dress for Stephanie is on display. Oh, the tank. Look at that. Do you remember when they came out on it? So the tank is actually there as well as part of the Triple H exhibition. I don't know if that is the ladder from SummerSlam. I'm guessing those are definitely his tights. That might even be the ladder as well. So, yeah, we got a little SummerSlam display there. We've got like a Motorhead exhibition as well. So I'm guessing that is what Lemmy actually wore, and that might be Lemmy's actual guitar there. Then we've got the throne that he was sat on. So we've got the throne. We've got the Terminator entrance from WrestleMania 31 here as well. I think was this 32 with all the skull masks and everything. God, these are so good. There's the bike. Was that 33, 34? Where Steph and... That might be 34, actually. That might have been the entrance for Triple H and Steph against Kurt and Ronda. So, yeah, that's there. The bike's there. The outfits are there. Look at that. Just amazing. So much amazing stuff that you can see at WWE Worlds. So really, really good. Really good. Right, let's go. Let's go fun. Oh, yeah, Randy. So Randy was making his entrance during SmackDown. Someone was singing his theme. He turned around and he said, "You have a horrible voice." Right? I'll wait for him to say it. You have a horrible voice. Look at Cena, man, from 1998 in these bodybuilding days. Right, yeah, look at this. So here's Buddy Matthews responding to that guy with the adoption thing. He's old enough that if he breaks the law, it falls on him and not us. Now we have a son to look after us when we are old. Hey, look, Bailey got excited when she saw Lyra. So she acted like a fan and she was like, "Oh my God, you're Lyra Valkyria." Look how excited she was. She was acting like a fan. And there she is, look, posing for a picture with Lyra. Very good. Very good. So there's Bailey meeting Lyra. Sean Ross Sapp said, "Our friends at Bet Online have released a goat map." So it's Texas, the goat is Austin. In Florida, it's Hogan. Northeast, it's Cena. Central, it's Undertaker. And over on California, It's The Rock. So there we go. That's where everyone believes, or that's who everyone thinks the GOAT of WWE is. Hogan getting a little bit of love there as well. Look, Cena getting a little bit of love over on the West Coast. Lots of Austin. Lots of Austin. Austin's got all of this. Very good. Yeah, look at that. So Adam Bomb and Demolition. So look at these little schools or little helmets. They're great. I'd love to get those signed. Helmets signed by both of Demolition. Awesome. Awesome. So, Thomas, thank you. Here, Riley, shout out to you. So there's Carmella and James Ellsworth kind of meeting up at WrestleCon. Yeah, here's Xavier.
Okay, maybe it's me, and I have some sort of weird problem with language that I don't understand, or just semantics. But when people see you running, when you're running to something, and they say, "Hold on, can I do a quick picture?" What is the alternative? Are you taking a picture where you're pulling the shade over your head and you got the clicker thing? Like, what is a long picture? Because a quick picture, you just press the button. It's the process of getting your phone out after you say, "Can I get a quick picture?" And then you pull your phone out, and then you can't get to your camera, and then you can't flip the camera around. And
I think he answers that question. I think a quick picture is, I've got my phone, the camera's set up, can I just do a quick picture? I think a long picture is, can I get a quick picture? And you go, yeah, and then they're like, okay, hang on, let me just log in. And you're not ready for a picture at that point. That is not a quick picture. A quick picture is, I'm good to go. So I actually do agree with him here. Like, he's kind of saying, what's a quick picture? But I feel like he answers it at the end. Either way, I think he had an annoying experience. I think a fan annoyed him. Hey, check this out, right? This guy has got a man cave ready for WrestleMania. Look, it's a lovely space. He's got an arcade machine. Couple, actually. Look at that. He's got a screen down there. Projector, I'm guessing. He's got a belt up on the ceiling. I don't know what the hell these things are. But look at that. Look at that. That is amazing. Imagine watching WrestleMania there with your mates. It's just crazy. It's just, I feel like it's OTT. I feel like there's too much going on, to be honest. But, yeah, I thought that was so mind-blowing. So, Salami Swagger, thank you, my friend. Let's go other. Ricky Saints says, Tony Fumble chants. He appreciates the sentiment and that fans care about him. But he says, let's not put someone else down. And I do agree with that. I think he's saying, like, I really appreciate the gesture, but, you know, I'd rather not be associated with something that's kind of putting someone else down. So, Charlie, shout out to you. And here was a comment from John Cena. Cena said, I don't care who hears it. I love Vince. I'm not downplaying anything that needs to be decided or the allegations. But when I love somebody, I love them wholeheartedly. I know people are going to be angry about that, but they can't put their value on my relationship with someone I love. So that was John Cena to the New York Times. So, Christopher, thank you. Community. I think we've just got community and then the thanks folders. So, T-Money, have a great time, my friend. Brilliant pictures. XXXXXXHH777. Shout out to you. I was Liv Morgan last weekend for Comic-Con. You look great, buds. Brilliant. Bit of cosplay in the community. I'm here for that. So, yeah, brilliant picture, buds. Corey said, let's go. Corey was at SmackDown. So, Corey, shout out to you. Ewan said, this is our first WWE show of the weekend. I am going to keep checking in on the stream, though, until the show starts. Ewan, you're a legend, and I really appreciate it. And I hope you had a fantastic time. So, shout out to you. It's so cool seeing people in our community at the shows, at WrestleMania, out and about, meeting wrestlers. So cool. Here's All Game 17. Said, Daze, I just got Soraya's new Hell in Boots book. Cannot wait to read it. I should share this. I'm super excited. So, yeah, there we go. Looks awesome, my friends. I thought you even had a little pillow of her as well. And I was ready to freak out even more then. But just the book for now. Just the book. Start with the book, get the pillow after. So, All Game 17, shout out to you. Tea Time Danger purchased one of those Triple H belts. Guys, Tea Time Danger is loaded. Tea Time Danger is my new sugar daddy. So, oh my God, I love that for us. So, well done. I mean, amazing. 700. Honestly, I've never had $750 in my life. Ran into Omos in Vegas. Does this mean that we will see Omos helping AJ or Logan? Well, he wasn't in the Andre Battle Royal. I know that much. So, Blue Eyes, shout out to you. I mean, there is a hell of a size there. I feel like you're leaning back as well, which probably doesn't help. But, yeah, look, he is a big guy. He is a big guy. So, Blue Eyes, great that you managed to find a wrestler. Wrestle Night, congrats. Getting a follow from Natalia. Corey, getting ready to get on a plane to Vegas. Shout out to you, Mark. Getting to meet Jade Cargill. So, dude, you almost blend into the background. It looks like you've gone camo. If you had Fanatics and WWE on there as well, we would never see you. So, great picture. Oh, this was really good. So, Dustin said, it's been a year since I began making art for the wrestling community. It's only fitting that my favorite cover that I've ever made is coming on the weekend of WrestleMania. WrestleBuzz and myself have got something special for you all. Revel in what you are. These guys do amazing work. Amazing art. Certainly if you're into your Wyatt Six stuff. So they tag me in loads, but I just never get a chance to get like everything in because there's just so much. But yeah, I mean, look, there's a real glimpse. I like this video because it's a real good overview of their skills. So Dustin, WrestleBuzz, shout out to you guys. Taker 1990, meeting a couple of people from LFG. So very good. Again, Taker 1990 doing exactly what I would be doing. Mark, there we go, on the commentary table. Delighted to announce that I've been asked to commentate at WrestleMania 41. And Mark again with the Riz. Oh my God, you got to meet the Riz. Oh my God, I'm so jealous. Mark, I'm jealous. Look, she's even doing the thing. Oh my God. Amazing. Amazing. I'm jealous. Okay, let's go. Thanks. And then I am already 6 minutes late for the Hall of Fame, so sorry. Corbin, Will Powers, Babs the Barbarian, Raymond, Ajax, Wild Child Billy, Michael, Uncle Revel, Larry, Muggsy, Little Bit of a Fan, All Game 17, Wrestle Nights, Phantom 67, Vic, CM Chunk, Tommy D, jumped in, Shaq Diesel, Huddle Talk, Wrestling's Biggest Fan, Carl 2 out of 3 G, Dark Phoenix Tees, Sweet Chim Wrestling, Davy Jones, Prane User Sports, and OTC. Have we got just the one thanks folder? I don't want to miss any. Yes. So there we go. Big thank you to all of you and a big thank you to everyone that supports this channel. I need to run away and start the Hall of Fame stream, which I'm already now 7 minutes late for. But yeah, we'll be live tomorrow for Stand and Deliver WrestleMania. And I will have another episode of Unseen for you. So thanks for watching. Bye for now.